500 kettles. You've read the title, you've seen the intro, maybe you've seen my previous video. You want to break IS6 but don't know how. Here's the guide for you. First, however, some important things you need to know. The exploit relies entirely on a gamble node you can find in a boss key, specifically the one with Ling, where you cough up 50 ingots entry fee and gamble by throwing coins. Most of the time there will be 2 gamble nodes in a boss key per run, rarely 1 or 3. If you don't get the Ling one at all, then you have to start over. The exploit can be done only on difficulty 6 or higher. To have much better chances of pulling it off, however, you should do it at least on difficulty 7 instead. More on why later. On difficulty 12 and higher, it costs more coupons to refresh shops and retoss your coins. Tossing the coins is a key part of the exploit, and the increased cost interferes with that, but it's not something that makes the exploit impossible to achieve. It can still be done on further difficulties, including 15. The footage used here is on 14 because I was lazy and didn't want to deal with extra hope costs on 6-star ops and burn talismans. That about covers the important info you need to know before we start with the actual guide. So let's go.
You might have Flap and the rich lady under your spell, but it's gonna take more than that to impress me.
The first thing you want to do after picking your difficulty is to instantly choose Support Squad. After difficulty 6, it gets upgraded and not only gives you ingots and hope, but also a flower coin called Cocoon Silk. What does it do? Every time you toss coins and you pull this one, you get 1 ingot for every 4 you have. For example, you have 80 ingots, you toss coins using your coupons, get the flower coin. Because you have 80 ingots, you get 20 and now you have 100 total. The amount you can receive scales up to 99 ingots. In other words, it caps out when you have 396 ingots. But for the sake of simplicity, just remember that it caps out at 400. Okay, you picked up the support squad and the units to start with. Now what? There are 3 important things you need to do now. First one is obvious, and that's actually finding the Link encounter. As I said before, you usually have 2 gamble nodes in every boss key, so that's 2 chances for it to spawn. If you don't get Link and get Nian or Shu in all of them instead, then you have to restart. Second thing is to get as many ingots as you can. The exploit relies on abusing the flower coin you get from the support squad to refund you enough ingots to be able to keep gambling at Link's node. It costs 50 ingots per try, so to break even thanks to the coin, you'll need at least 200 of them. Try to path through as many fights that have the enemy spawners. Each one killed gives you 4 ingots. Some fights in the boss key have 1 or more, so try to clear those ones as well. On top of that, try to enter boss key as often as you can. Every time you go in and out, you toss your coins, which gives you a chance for the flower to land and give you extra money without having to spend any coupons. Try to avoid buying stuff at the store on floor 1 unless absolutely necessary. You can also withdraw ingots from him if needed. Third thing, you'll need to get as many risk coins as you can. One of the choices for Link's gamble wants you to toss at least 2 risk coins to win. This is the option we'll be abusing for the trick, because you can hold a maximum of 10 coins and we already have a flower coin. To have a 100% guarantee that you will never fail this option is to have 9 risk coins. You can try to do it with lower amount, but if you do, you're risking losing money or getting kicked out of the boss key if you were on your last candle. That's why it's recommended to try this method on at least difficulty 7, because we already start with 4 risk coins. We only need 5 more. Alright, so you've done everything. You have enough money, you found the Link gamble node, you have all the risk coins you could find. What's next? Go inside the gamble node, pick the option that wants you to toss at least 2 risk coins. If you have 9 of them, then you're guaranteed to win. From there you want to choose the option that gives you 12 coupons. After that, you start tossing your coins, hoping that you get the flower coin at least once and get the ingots back. On difficulty 12, the coupons you get will give you 6 chances, and below that you have 12. Even with half of the tosses, you're still more than likely to get the flower coin. After that, you hopefully ended up with more ingots than you started. Now you rinse and repeat the process. When you start running out of the moves, you instead choose the option on the bottom that gives you the 6 candles, aka moves, and you keep the loop going. At 400 ingots and higher, you'll be getting 99 ingots back every time you land the flower coin. which is almost enough to enter the links node twice. Once you start going past that and spending your ingots elsewhere, make sure to stay above that number and you'll be fine. Eventually, when you're tired of printing ingots and have enough moves, you can start choosing the option that gives you 6 collectibles. Sooner or later, you'll stop getting unique relics and start getting only kettles. That means the game ran out of different stuff to give you. You can now use the 6 collectible option to get max HP and hope instead. Important thing to note though is that the shops will still sell you different collectibles even if you exhausted everything in the gamble node, so you can buy them out and go back to Link's node for more health, or go to Tavern node and spend ingots to refill your health. If you run out of coupons to refresh the shop, you can go back to Link and get 12 of them. And from that point on, you are free to do whatever you want. When you've had enough, you can leave the boss key and continue your run. Now, is there a point in actually doing this exploit, or is it only for fun? Surprisingly, it can be useful to you, because you'll be getting hundreds of relics depending on how long you want to keep it going. You'll easily amass thousands of points by the end of the run. You can use that to your advantage and save that run until the end of the month, when more rewards get unlocked to instantly get a large amounts of them. Besides that, if you're a completionist and want to have all of the relics unlocked, it's an easy way to do so without relying on luck to get the right ones from a boss fight. And that's probably all for this guide. I hope that you were able to follow along and I made it easy to understand. If, however, you still have some questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If not, well, then I wish you good luck trying to do it yourself. Goodbye.